is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and if you're new around here, welcome to the channel for the very first time. My name is Nick, and today we're going to be talking about the little mini micro update that happened the other day within the game. It actually changed the AUG, and it made it so much better than you could ever imagine. The AUG is absolutely overpowered right now, but that is not the only thing that they changed. So you guys might not even have noticed that there was a mini micro update within Modern Warfare the other day. It wasn't a downloadable thing. You got into the game, and your game did not need to be updated before opening. So what happened was you opened up the game, and then there was a little mini update, and this was on Monday, and within the update they put a little few things into the game. So the first thing they did was the 725 shotgun. They gave it a micro nerf again, and 725, I have to say, they've nerfed it a lot in the past few weeks, and I think it's so much better than doing one huge nerf at once. If they do one huge nerf all at once, and the gun feels super weak right after, but if they gradually nerf it every single week, then I just feel like it's a lot better to do it like that. But they did buff the AUG, and I got a best class setup for you guys right here that you guys definitely need to use for this weapon, because this thing is absolutely overpowered. The AUG is insane. You guys can see the gameplay in the background, and if you've played with the AUG in the past, you would notice that this thing kind of sucks. It wasn't that great. Like, it wasn't the worst SMG, but it wasn't that great, and especially if you were someone like me. For example, the first day I got the game, I remember it like crazy. I can't even remember using the AUG after the first game. I used the pre-made AUG class setup, and I just think it was disgusting. I thought it was bad. I thought the ADS time was super slow. I thought for an SMG it didn't kill that fast up close, but ever since the update, this thing is insane, and I've been using it like crazy. I've unlocked so many attachments, and I have a class right here that turns this weapon into an absolute laser, and you guys should definitely copy this class, attachment for attachment, perk for perk, and everything like that. Now, before we get into the best class, I just want to say, if you're like me and you've never used the AUG and you still have it at level 1, definitely go ahead and use this weapon. It'll be so much better, and you guys gotta use it, man. So before we get into the video, if you guys could drop a like, that would be absolutely amazing. If you guys could subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on if you are new around here, I would truly appreciate that. We've been rapidly growing so far, and I just want to say, man, we're so close to 500k, and I can't wait for that. But let's get into what you guys clicked the video for, and that is the overpowered, literally broken class setup for the AUG. This thing is insane. I used to say that the MP5 was the best. I'm kind of leaning more towards the AUG just because of the fact that this gun could kill up close, medium range, and even long range. This gun continues to be a laser. So for the first thing that you guys want to do in the class, the most important thing is the perks. And the reason I say this is the most important is because we're going to be running 6 perks in total for this class. The attachments are very important as well, just to make this gun so much better and turn it into the laser, but the perks are very important because without these, you're going to end up dying to a lot of stuff that you don't want to die to. For example, in the perk number 1 spot, we're going to go ahead and throw in a EOD. What this does is it gives you less explosive damage, and it allows you to hack stuff like claymores and stuff like that. So that is definitely needed, just so that if you do run into a claymore, you don't blow up from it fully. You do get damaged, but you don't fully die. After that, you're going to want to run Ghost. This is because every single person and their grandmother in this game decides to run a UAV, so make sure you have a Ghost on for perk 2, and that does hide you from the UAV. The next one is going to be Spotter. Now, a lot of people think Spotter isn't that important, but it does let you see equipment through walls, which is really important, because let's say there's a bouncing Betty there. Not a bouncing Betty, they're called proximity mines in this game, but I'm an old COD player, they're bouncing Bettys to me. Or they have a claymore behind the wall, or their C4 is sitting somewhere. You will be able to see these. You can see kill streaks as well behind the walls, and you could just see everything. So Spotter is super important to have, just so you could have that map awareness and not go into certain situations. Going down to the other perks, so you guys, instead of running kill streaks on this class, you should be running perks in total, 6 perks, which I think is so much better than kill streaks, because kill streaks, you have a chance at getting them or you don't. These, all you got to do is get 6 kills and you got all 6 perks. You get 2 kills, you have 4 perks, and if you get 4 kills, you have 5 perks. So just get 6 kills and you get every single one of them. So the next one in the extra perks, the first one is going to be Tune Up, and follow this order exactly as first to last. So Tune Up is the first one. It reduces the charge of field upgrades, which is super important. You want to reduce that charge by 33% so that you guys could always get those field upgrades a lot faster. Next up, we're going to be running Scavenger to pick up ammo from the dead dead. The reason I put this as the second perk in the extra perk slots is because by the time we actually get the 4 kills, we'll still have some bullets in our reserve, in our gun, in our mags, and stuff like that. So we could always, don't worry, you don't need to pick up ammo so soon. So that's why it's the second one. And then after that, restock, so you can recharge equipment in 30 seconds. And the reason we do this is because we're going to be running claymores and stim. And the reason you want that restock is so that you could get that stim shot back really fast, and you can start healing yourself after gunfights super fast. Every 30 seconds you're gonna restock your 2 stims and your 2 claymores. You guys can go ahead and throw those down and stuff like that. Now the field upgrade as well is something that's really important, and that is stopping power rounds. You want to run that as well, or you want to run dead silence. Personally, I prefer the stopping power because, well, yeah, it's stopping power, dude. It drops people super fast in 1 bullet less, so it's really worth it. Now the actual attachments for this class, this is where you guys have to follow exactly what I do if you want this gun to look the way it does in the gameplay I got here. It's an absolute beast, and trust me guys, you got to use it. So the first thing you want to do is have a barrel. The barrel is going to be the 407mm extended barrel. What this gives you, in addition to positive stuff, is bullet range, bullet velocity, and recoil control, which is super good. You want that bullet range so you could get people at further distances. You want that bullet velocity so you could kill them faster at those further distances, and the bullets could actually travel faster and further. And that recoil control, just so your gun doesn't kick, that really helps make this thing into a laser gun. The only negative is the ADS speed, but don't worry, because we're gonna have things making that into a positive. Going to the next attachment on this weapon, we're actually gonna go with a laser, and the reason I went with a laser for this one is because the 5 MW laser, which is the one that we're using, gives you hip fire accuracy, gives you sprint to fire speed, which is super important in this game. That's when you're sprinting and you stop sprinting, you get to shoot your gun really faster. And the hip fire accuracy, so if you sprint and hip fire, this thing is absolutely fast, so it helps you get those kills at close quarters really fast. The only negative to this one, which I see as a positive, and I'll tell you why, is the fact that your laser is visible. And the reason I see this one as a positive is because I use my laser to bait people. I shine my laser in areas that I know enemies are going to rush me, and because of that, my hip fire accuracy is good. I could drop them the second they try to get me up close. Going to another attachment, we're going to go ahead and put a stock on, and for the stock you want to run the Forge Tac Close Quarter Combat CQB Comb, and what this gives you is ADS speed. That's the only positive it gives you, but ADS speed is super important, and because of the last attachment that we used, the barrel, we took away the ADS speed, so this is a good way to get it back to normal. And it does take away some aiming stability, which is alright, because again, we're going to be putting on another attachment later on that gives you that aiming stability back. Going on to another attachment, we're going to go with the rear grip, the stapled, I don't know how it's pronounced, guys. Everybody makes fun of me in the comments for this one. I really don't know how it's pronounced. I'm going to say stippled or stipled. You're going to want to run that grip tape for sure. And what it does is that it gives you the ADS speed that we definitely need, and it gives you sprint to fire speed. So now we got 2 attachments that give ADS and sprint to fire speed, which is really important. And then the negative is the aiming stability. So now we also have 2 attachments that take away some aiming stability, meaning that our gun is going to be like kicking a little bit, and we might have a little trouble controlling that. But like I said, guys, don't worry, we're going to be putting on an attachment that actually helps with that. Going to the underbarrel, which is going to be the last attachment on this class right here, and that is going to be the Commando foregrip. What this one gives you is recoil stabilization, which is super important, and it also gives you the aiming stability that we desperately need, because if we didn't put this attachment on the aiming, I'm telling you guys, it would be a little harder, but this actually helps stabilize it, in turn making this gun a laser. And the only thing it takes away is a little bit of movement speed. So trust me guys, copy this class like exactly what I have right here. You're gonna get those long shots super easy, especially if you're aiming at the head, because some dude is head glitching. You're gonna get those medium shots, and up close you don't even have to aim down sights with this class. You don't have to whatsoever. This thing, the hip fire accuracy is absolutely insane. So go ahead, copy everything I did on this one, and especially the perks as well. And for the field upgrade, I mean, if you guys love using dead silence, if you really can't take the sound of your footsteps, go ahead and put on dead silence, but I personally prefer using stopping power. I don't know why those rounds, I just love them so much. I feel like my gun is just super overpowered when I have that on, and it really makes it great. But that is going to be it for the video, guys. Thank you for watching. My name is Nick. Like I said, if you guys could hit that subscribe button, especially if you made it this far into the video, it means you probably enjoyed it. So if you guys could help me hit my goal of 500,000, that would be super cool. Drop that like, comment your favorite weapon down below. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.